Please, Daniel. You know I love you and this baby. God will give us a boy next time. Daniel stopped and faced her with no emotion. Amara, I won't beat around the bush. I don't need this baby girl. You have to give up on her. Amara blinked, shocked. What? Are you even hearing yourself? This is your child too. I don't care, he replied sharply. If you want to live with me, get rid of the baby. That's my final word. Tears rolled down Amara's cheeks. You're asking me to kill my child? Daniel, you're losing your mind. Daniel adjusted his wristwatch coldly. You have 2 days to decide either this baby or me. He picked up his car keys and left the house without looking back. Amara sat on the hospital bed, smiling as the doctor handed her the report. Congratulations, madam. Your baby is perfectly healthy. It's a girl, the doctor said warmly. Tears of joy filled Amara's eyes. Thank God. My baby is healthy, she whispered, placing a gentle hand on her belly. She couldn't wait to tell her husband, Daniel. When she got home, Daniel walked in, loosening his tie. Hello, my love. How are you feeling now? I'm great, Amara said cheerfully. The doctor says our baby is healthy. And guess what? We're having a girl. Daniel's smile disappeared. His eyes darkened. A girl again, he said coldly. Oh no. I wanted a boy. Amara's heart sank. What do you mean, Daniel? Our baby is healthy, that's all that matters. He scoffed. You don't understand. I want a son. Someone to carry my name. I don't need another girl. Daniel. Amara snapped. Have you lost your mind? Girls are blessings. God gives what he chooses. I pay the bills, Amara. I decide what I want in this house. Daniel barked, throwing the report on the table. Their little daughter, Ada, looked up from her toys, confused. Ada, sweetheart, go to your room, Amara said softly. When the girl left, Amara faced her husband again. I am your wife, Daniel. You should be grateful. But Daniel turned away. Enough. We'll talk later, he muttered, walking to the bathroom. As the sound of running water filled the silence, Amara sat alone on the couch, holding her belly. Why, Daniel, she whispered through tears. Why can't you just be happy for me? The next morning, Daniel was getting ready for work. He walked past Amara without even saying a word. She sat quietly on the couch, holding her cup of tea with trembling hands. Honey, we need to talk, she said softly. Please, Daniel. You know I love you and this baby. God will give us a boy next time. Daniel stopped and faced her with no emotion. Amara, I won't beat around the bush. I don't need this baby girl. You have to give up on her. Amara blinked, shocked. What? Are you even hearing yourself? This is your child too. I don't care, he replied sharply. If you want to live with me, get rid of the baby. That's my final word. Tears rolled down Amara's cheeks. You're asking me to kill my child? Daniel, you're losing your mind. Daniel adjusted his wristwatch coldly. You have 2 days to decide either this baby or me. He picked up his car keys and left the house without looking back. Amara collapsed on the couch, weeping. Oh God, help me. What should I do? I can't give up on my baby, she whispered. Then she picked up her phone and dialed her mother. Mama, I'm not fine, Amara said, sobbing. Can I come over? I need you. Her mother's calm voice came through the phone. My daughter, come home. I'm waiting for you. Minutes later, Amara packed a few clothes, kissed little Ada goodbye, and left for her mother's house. As Daniel drove away, he smirked and muttered to himself, if she wants to keep that baby, she'll have to live without me. He didn't know his next stop would lead him into deeper darkness. Daniel's car stopped in front of a luxury apartment in Lekki. He checked his reflection in the mirror, sprayed some perfume, and smiled. A few seconds later, a young woman in a red gown opened the door. Daniel, my love, she said, wrapping her arms around him. "Uju, my sweetheart," he replied with a grin. "I missed you. You're looking so handsome today," she teased, leading him inside. He laughed. "And you're as beautiful as always. I needed a break from that boring house." Uju frowned. "How's your pregnant wife?" "Don't mention her," Daniel said, rolling his eyes. "She's carrying another girl. I'm tired of that woman. I want a son, not another useless girl." Uju smiled proudly. A girl again." "Don't worry, baby. I'll give you a boy." Daniel chuckled and pulled her close. "That's why I love you." Meanwhile, Amara arrived at her mother's house in Enugu, eyes swollen from crying. Her mother rushed out to hug her. "My daughter, what happened?" she asked, worried. "Mama, it's a girl again," Amara whispered. Daniel said, "I must get rid of the baby or lose him." Her mother's eyes widened. "What? That man has lost his senses. This is not his decision. You will keep your baby, Amara. Girls are not curses, they are gifts." Amara nodded slowly. "Mama, he gave me 2 days." Her mother held her hand. "Let him go if he wants. God will fight for you. I will stand by you." That night, Daniel and Uju laughed over wine, whispering promises of marriage. Uju leaned close and said, "Divorce her, Daniel. I'm ready to be your wife." And Daniel replied coldly, "Very soon, my love. Very soon." The following evening, Amara sat in the living room, waiting for Daniel. She had returned home to talk things through, hoping her husband still had a bit of love left in his heart. When Daniel finally walked in, she stood up quickly. "Honey, where were you? I've been worried sick." He dropped his car keys and said coldly, "Why were you waiting for me?" "Stop disturbing me, Amara. I made your favorite dinner," she said softly. "Let's eat and talk." "I'm not hungry." "I've eaten already," he snapped. Amara frowned. "Where? With who?" Daniel ignored her and went straight to the couch. "I'm tired. I just want to rest." Her voice broke. "What did I do to deserve this? You don't even talk to me anymore. You don't love Ada. What kind of father are you?" He stood up angrily. "Enough. I want a son, not girls. You don't understand me." Amara shook her head. "It's not in my control, Daniel. I can't choose the baby's gender." "Whatever," he said, walking away. "Either me or that baby. Decide before tomorrow." When he entered the bathroom, his phone buzzed on the table. Amara glanced at it and froze. A message from Uju flashed on the screen. "Good night, honey. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Please divorce your wife soon. Love you, my Daniel, love." Amara's hands trembled as she read it. "No, it can't be true," she whispered, tears streaming down her face. "He's cheating on me." Her world collapsed in that moment. "Why, Daniel? Why would you betray me like this?" She wiped her tears and stood up, her voice shaking. "Tomorrow, I'll find out the truth myself." The next morning, Daniel dressed up quickly. "I'm going to meet a friend," he said, avoiding Amara's eyes. Amara forced a smile. "All right. Be safe." But deep down, she already knew he was going to see Uju. The moment Daniel's car left the compound, Amara called her mother to the house. "Mama, please stay with Ada. I must go somewhere." "Go, my daughter," her mother said softly. "But be careful." Amara took a taxi and followed Daniel's car through the busy streets of Lagos. Her heart raced. "Lord, give me strength," she prayed. After a while, Daniel stopped at a fancy apartment. He knocked, and Uju opened the door, smiling brightly. "Welcome, my love," she said, hugging him tightly. Just as they sat down, Amara burst into the room, her face pale with anger. "Daniel, what is this? Were you really lying to me?" Daniel jumped to his feet. "Amara, what are you doing here? How did you find me? Answer me," she cried. "Who is this woman?" Uju smirked. "I am Uju. And I'm the woman your husband truly loves." You should leave him alone. Amara turned to Daniel, shaking. Tell me it's not true. But Daniel looked away. It's true. I love Uju. She's pregnant and she'll give me a son. Amara's world shattered. You betrayed me, Daniel. You broke our family. She ran out crying, ignoring his calls. When she got home, she fell into her mother's arms. Mama, it's over. He has another woman. She's pregnant, too. Her mother wiped her tears. My daughter, don't cry. You have your baby, you have Ada, and you have God. Daniel will regret this one day. In a few minutes, the sound of a car echoed outside. Moments later, Daniel stormed into the house, anger in his eyes. Pack your things, Amara. Get out of my house right now. Mama, Amara whispered, trembling. You see. Her mother stood up, fearless. Daniel. Why are you shouting? Why did you cheat on my daughter? She loves you with her whole heart. Daniel sneered. I love Uju. She's pregnant. She will give me a son. Your daughter cannot give me a son. And she needs to forget that baby of hers too. Amara fell to her knees. Daniel, please, how could you say that? Ada is your daughter. Don't do this to us. Daniel's voice grew colder. I'm done pretending. I don't love you anymore. Enough is enough. Her mother shouted, You heartless man. After everything my daughter did for you. Daniel grabbed his car keys. I'm divorcing you, Amara. I'll send the papers soon. I'm marrying Uju. Now get out before I lose my temper. Amara's tears fell like rain. Daniel, please listen. Amara cried, clutching his arm, but he pushed her hand away. I said leave, he shouted. You and that child out of my house. Mema, he can't do this, Amara whispered, trembling. This is Ada's home too. Her mother stepped forward, her voice trembling with anger. Daniel, are you even human? You're sending your wife and child into the streets. Daniel crossed his arms proudly. I can do whatever I want. I'm rich. I built this house. You and your poor daughter should be grateful I even married her. Mama, Amara sobbed, let's just go. I can't take this anymore. But before she could move, a tiny voice broke the tension. Daddy. They all turned. Ada, clutching her doll, stood at the stairs, her eyes wide with fear. Daddy, why are you shouting at Mommy? Please don't kick us out. We love you. Daniel looked away, his jaw tight. Ada, you'll stay with your mom from now on. But Daddy, she ran to him, hugging his leg, I'll be good, I promise. Don't make Mommy cry. David knelt slowly, his eyes cold. Ada, you're a good girl. But you can't stay here. I'll visit you. Now go pack your things. Ada shook her head, tears streaming. You don't love us anymore. He stood up silently. It's better this way. Amora's heart cracked. You're destroying our family for another woman. One day, you'll understand what you've lost. David didn't reply. He simply walked out the door. Ada screamed, Daddy, please come back. But the door closed, and the silence that followed felt heavier than 1,000 storms. And that's how Amora's world fell apart, all because she gave birth to girls. Now tell me in the comments, if you were Amara, what would you do? Would you get rid of the baby just to please your husband? Or would you stand your ground and walk away even if it means starting over alone? Let's hear your thoughts, your opinion matters. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss part 2, where Amora's journey takes an unexpected turn. See you in part 2.